Dude, what the heck, man? This is wild. Okay, here we go. This is... Hi. Okay, so it's time. It's time for an update because it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been 4.5 months since I started on my hormone therapy. And everything's different. So let's talk about that for a sec. So it turns out that it was 2 months in where I finally felt like my life was better with the medication than without. That was a big step. I was kind of worried there for a moment. And I feel, well, enhanced in every sense of the word. My emotions are just more intense. My fatigue can even be more intense. My enjoyment, my joy, my energy, connections, everything feels more intense. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It feels like life. And there's a lot to learn from it, and there's a lot I need to hone in order to make it actually effective. But also, as part of this whole process, about 2 months into my hormone therapy, I met a guy named Dan at the gym, and Dan is now my personal trainer. Very confident, strong, high testosterone guy, you know, which at first I shrunk back from that a little bit. But there was a part of me that really wanted to step in and see what he was about because he was personal training. He got me on keto, and that felt good too. So as far as my endocrinologist, Merrick Health, have told me, keto is actually quite synergistic with the treatment that I'm undergoing. So jumped into that, and it feels great. I think the biggest part of why it's actually working for me versus the other time I tried keto is I'm actually eating vegetables now. Actually, I'm eating more vegetables now than I ever have, which, make my mom proud. In that 2 to 3 month period after I started the treatment, I had a lot of mood swings still, mostly in sadness. But the sadness wasn't necessarily anything new, it was just more intense. And it gave me an opportunity to step into that and understand deeper what it is I was sad about. And of course, I also worked with my life coach to suss that out. And the emotion wasn't new. The underlying communication that my body was offering me wasn't new, it was just loud. And because I could hear it, I could step into it more intentionally. And that's been an adventure. And I'm still sad, a lot more than I usually was before. I experience a lot of sadness. I experience sadness with joy, and I get gratitude and nostalgia and bittersweetness, and I experience sadness with anger, and I get intense and frustrated and determined. I experience all of these emotions, and that feels like life. And so I feel like all of this has enhanced the emotional aspect. My workouts are like they've never been before. I am pushing myself to levels I've not experienced and digging deeper into drawing out more energy, drawing out more strength in my workouts. And that's been an adventure too, because I get angry. And fortunately, Dan can handle my anger. And so when I shove a barbell off my lap after doing a set of hip thrusts that I wasn't able to finish, he's able to like roll with it, and he pushes me around and I push back, and it feels energetically awake in a way that I haven't experienced before. And I don't feel the shame and the timidness of I'm not supposed to act this way. Obviously I have everything present still in my conscious of other people, and not intending to make anyone feel unsafe. But at the same time, at the right time, in the right place, being able to just be more intense and aggressive and allow anger to flow instead of bottling it up, which, by the way, I didn't experience much anger in the first place, so I didn't really bottle much up as far as I could tell. But it just feels good. It feels good to express and to be. And I'm in this beautiful forest, by the way, in a t-shirt in January, because that feels good. Because it feels good. Because cold feels alive. And not everything's perfect, right? So I'm doing all this, I have all this intensity happening around me, but the fatigue crashes that do happen can be just as intense, and all of the emotional aspects come up stronger while I'm fatigued. But when I'm fatigued and I'm feeling angry and sad, then I do get this sense of determination, like I can do this. And digging deeper, what is it about this experience that I can enhance to create something new, something alive, not dead? And I can. It turns out I can. Even today, like, sleep isn't perfect. I can't necessarily just do whatever I want all day and then expect myself to fall asleep at night. I still need to wind down. I have magnesium, getting some daylight. Sometimes I'm in bed for 9 hours and only get 7 hours of sleep. That still happens. Last night I only got 6.5 hours. And it was like 3:30 to 4:30 a.m. I was laying in bed and I was supposed to do a workout this morning. And I was just frustrated. Like, why am I not sleeping? But I wanted to go to the gym. I was determined, and so I went. And the workout was not amazing, but it was still good. I came home feeling good. I had a salad with chicken and felt good about how I was nourishing myself. I sat with my coffee with intention, and I allowed life. And then midday I took a nap. Not a very long one, 15 minutes, and I felt energized, truly energized afterward. I rarely have experienced naps that are so energizing for such a short amount of time. And so in all of this, I am re-understanding how life can feel. And I feel that my task is to hone it. Where is this direction going? The ideas of purpose and mission and embodiment. Who am I? What is my place? What am I doing here? Is more present with me, and it's my opportunity to step in deeper to that and create. It's the gift. It's the gift in all of this, and so that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. So overall, everything is just enhanced. I'm doing better. And yeah, man, for so many people who are going through all sorts of mental illness or generally have a lack of like libido for life, the direction of trying to get hormones rebalanced as a first step can be incredible. And I do also believe that I already had the mentality and the desire to step into the difficult parts of life and to improve and be better. And so as I rebalanced my hormones, all of that just became more enhanced. My life is not easier than it was months ago. It's not. It is so much better, but it is not easier. But I am choosing the hard. And that feels life affirming. It feels like growth. It feels like potential and possibility. So that's where I am now. That's how I live. And things are still shifting. It's been 4.5 months, but things are still shifting. I still have a ways to go. after that 2-month period, I got new blood work done, and my testosterone was up 60%. My estrogen was also up like 75%, so that's something interesting. We'll see what happens this next round, but yeah, anyway, just optimistic.